In this video, I will show you how to play against London with black. I will show you very simple system. So it is very simple system. You don't need to remember a lot of theory, just to know few ideas, and and then you will get a very good result with black though. Okay, d4, d5, bishop c4, or sometimes white starts with uh, knight to f3 and then bishop e4. It's not important for us. A very important moment that move order is not important for black side. For black side, yeah, we play the same. Okay, so d5 e4, bishop f4, knight to f6 we play e3, and now just simple move e6. There is nothing wrong with this move. In many videos, I hear the opinion that it's not good idea, that it's positional blunder to block this bishop, but no, it's not true. So the so in reality it's good system. E6, knight to f3. Uh, no matter, it's not important. Knight d2, move order, for example, and then knight f3. It's not important for us. We play the same. Now, very important move is c5. Yeah, c5. We start with c5, c3, knight to c6, knight to d2, and bishop to d6. There is nothing wrong with this move, but of course, very interesting is first bishop e7 option. Then c takes, also interesting is c takes d5, e takes d5, then knight h5. But in this video, I will recommend you the most simple and the logical way for black. How for black. So bishop to d6. A very important moment of London system is fighting for the e5 square. If black takes under control e5 square, black is totally fine. If white control e5 square, for example, bishop e7, yeah, bishop d3, short castle, knight to e5, bishop e7, queen f3. In this case, white has a control under e5 square, and white has a very strong attack because of this bishop is very strong, then queen h3, and it seems like white already has a big advantage due to the strong attack on the king size, on the king side. Sorry. Uh, yeah. For this reason, very important in London system, start with bishop d6. No bishop e7, bishop d6. Um, yeah, also important move c5. Why c5? Because why not? Why not? Yeah, we play queen's gambit, yeah, and we play c4 with black, with white. In London system, white doesn't want to play c4. Okay, white doesn't want. As black, we can play c5 because c5 is logical to attack the d4 square. And d6, yeah, this is a difference. Uh, in normal queen's gambit, bishop e7 is normal move, but here bishop e7 is a blunder, and this is a very important difference with queen's gambit. Uh, Bishop d7, d6, now bishop g3. This is a tricky move. Otherwise, bishop d6, queen d6, bishop d3, short castle e5, and black is totally fine. Or in case of knight e5, we can play queen c7, knight f3, and now short castle, and now there is no strong attack on the king side because there is no maneuver. There is no this maneuver. Queen f3, queen h3. So what else? What else? Okay, for this reason, bishop g3. Bishop g3, short castle, and bishop to d3. And this is a very, very important position. This is a very famous setup nowadays. And I don't know why, but many uh, players and coaches, they don't recommend play this system with black. I don't know why. What is the reason? Yeah, b6 is the most logical move, and of course it is playable. I think that it's a good choice to play this, but the position is a little bit complicated after we do bishop b7, rook to d1. The idea is to play e4 in the right moment, and also even more unpleasant for me. Why I why I cannot recommend. I don't want why I don't want to recommend this b6 move in this video for you because of e4. This is quite unpleasant move. Yeah, the main line here is bishop e7, this knight to h5, knight to g5, or take, something like g6, queen e2, so this is pawn sacrifice, then h4, bishop h6, h5, and white has strong attacking position. I don't like this. White have dangerous compensation for the pawn. Yeah, and maybe maybe in general, if four is not a problem, yeah, if you spend a lot of time on this position, I think it's okay. But I cannot, I don't want to play this at this moment because it's too complicated for black to study this move. But okay, what to do? What to do? So, and the idea is to stop this e4 break. And what is the problem with e4? For example, b6 e4. For example, why not to play this? Then to take and then just I want to take this and then this after sitting d4 isolated pawn. But the problem that uh, after knight f6, queen f6, sorry, f6, bishop to h7, and this is a problem. And black has to resign, yeah, because after this bishop f4 and this knight on c6 and the attack on the rook is very strong here. And this is a problem. And for this reason, what to do? Okay, b6 doesn't work because of e4, and we cannot take on e4. What to, because and then this pawn h7 is weak. And okay, why not to play h6? Yeah, h6 is very logical move. Now e4 is not a problem, but because take here, and then black is totally fine. Isolated pawn. I can play knight b4, for example. Um, but the problem is knight. Yeah, the main problem is that knight b5 move. Yeah, knight e5 move is problematic. And then f4. Yeah, then f4. Then f4 is a problem. Okay, h6. So h6 is is a little bit unpleasant. And yeah, the main line is take, and then take, then knight f3. Yeah, now very strong attack. And in case of this move, very logical, then we can create a positional advantage due to the bishop pair, and especially this dark square bishop is very strong. For this reason, h6, I cannot recommend this. So, but what to do? How to play? g6, g6. Uh, this looks ridiculous, but this is a very good option and very simple. And now if 4 doesn't work, because we can take, c take d4, c take d4, take, and then take this pawn, yeah? Yeah, even take this pawn, and d4 doesn't work, we stop e4. So also I want to add that e5 doesn't work here because of d takes e4, and with the pawn, and this pawn is very weak, and look on the g6 pawn, this block this d3 bishop, black block this counter block attack on the h5, very important. Mm, yeah, so e4 doesn't work, And in case of knight e5, knight h5. This is why g6, because now there is no queen h5. We take under control, and there is no knight h5 after h6. Yeah, this is also an important difference. And now white is black is totally fine. The most logical way for white to play is this move. And now we can take on d4, e take d4, and knight d7. Yeah, now f6 threat, and then this problem with this pawn. Okay, I like this position. There is no attack on the king side, and black has a clear plan. Okay, queen to f3, f6, for example, knight d7, queen c7, short castle, bishop to d7. Okay, black finishes the development, and there is no this move because the pawn is weak. The pawn is hanging, and after knight e3, we take g7, rook e1, queen b6 to attack this pawn, rook e2, rook d8, g4, bishop d8. So black wants to play e5 at some moment, and white's position is collapsing. Oh, for instance, knight to b3 was played in the game, e5, knight c4, take c4, d takes c4, h3, rook f1, rook f8. So this was played in the game. And okay, but the pawn is hanging. Black has a great position with blanche, and in few moves, white resigned. So yeah, g6 is an option, and very simple. You don't need to study a lot of theory. You have to remember that in case of knight e5, we have knight h5 option. In case of e4, we take and then take on d4, then take on d4. So okay, that's what else. Also queen e2, typical option. The rook d1 is, but okay, but here it doesn't. Now we can play just b6 and to finish the development. And then again after e4 we have always bishop g3 sitting, and this is a very important moment of this g6 move. So now e4 is not a threat for us. Okay, fantastic position. We can play knight b4. I don't know. Maybe we can take on d4. I don't know. But for me, knight b4 is. I see the knight b4, isolated pawn. The king is safe. No problem. Yeah, very important moment once again of the system that we can. It's not important the move order. Okay, you start with d5, the first move, or you start with knight f6, like how it was played in this game. Yeah, then it's the same thing. We played the same. And this is very important because in many videos I saw the recommendations in which so it's quite complicated for black side because for many players they have a problem to remember to memorize a lot of theory, and here you don't need to memorize a lot of theory. You just play uh, logical continuations to develop the pieces to fight for the e5 square, and then in the right moment you play g6, this prophylaxis move, with the idea to stop e4. It's complicated, I think. No. Okay, if you want to improve your chess, if you want to know more opening tricks which will help you to get fantastic position the opening, you can get a consultation, or you can okay, you can contact me. I will be happy uh, to help you to improve your chess.